I'm Ella.
And we're going to be showing you how to make some really nice storage jars really simply, just using jam jars. So, you will need a jam jar. You will need some paint. We're using acrylic paint because usually it just sticks to everything, and some chalkboard paint because this can go on basically any surface. Here's some we made earlier. There's a lilac one, a green one and a yellow one, and Ella is going to complete the collection with a pink one. So Ella, can you hold the pink one up towards the screen? So this one just needs one more coat. So we've mixed up some pink paint here, and Ella is just going to sit and paint that last coat on. Yeah, it's best to take it off of your jar so that it doesn't stick. Okay, now what I'm going to do is show you how to do a chalk paint one. So I've got a jar here which I just keep painting. But because this is quite a nice silver lid, I am going to do something on it so that we can still see some of the silver, because I think that will look really nice. So just get a bit of paint on my brush. Be really careful if you're using chalk paint because it's very dark. Okay, so I want to do just a nice shape. Just painting straight on to the lid. And the shape needs to be big enough so that I can write on it in chalk if I want. I can just write whatever's in the jar.
I've got paint on my fingers. Done it!
Lovely! So now Ella's painted her jar lid, what she's going to do is paint this little tiger to match so that he will sit on top and just be a really cool little feature. So she can just paint again straight onto the tiger. What do you keep in your storage jars, Ella?
Hair bubbles.
You could keep sweeties.
Oh, that's the point actually. I did have a sweet in the yellow one. Just one sweet and then I ate it, so now it's empty.
So I've decided I'm just going to paint a circle on the top of my jar. So I've still got some of the silver showing, but I've got plenty of space for writing.
This might need a few more coats.
It's pretty good though. Okay.
Knocked him over.
Now depending on which chalk paint you use, you might need to put a bit of primer on before, so that's just a special kind of paint to put on before, and you let that dry and then you'll put your chalk paint on. I think I'm going to need probably one more coat on there. Lovely, let's show everyone.
He's gonna fall over. You like this?
There he is. Once your chalkboard paint is dry, and I say chalkboard paint because you can get chalk paint which looks chalky. This actually makes the surface a chalkboard so that I can draw on it with chalk. Make sure it's really dry and then just go over it with a piece of chalk so you cover the whole thing, and then wipe that off, and then it should be ready to draw on. So now that the first coat is dry, we can go on to the next step.
Okay, so we're gonna get a bit of PVA glue and we're gonna put a little drop on the bottom of the feet. And now all there's left to do is just stick it on the lid. Now that the glue is dry, we just need to add one more layer of paint over the top.
And while Ella does that, I am going to do the final thing to my little chalk lid. So it's perfectly dry. I'm just going to go over it with the chalk, just colour it all in. And then I'm going to get some kitchen roll, just wipe it off. And now I should be able to write on it. Lovely. So once it's dry, we can pop it on our jar, and we've got a nice set of coloured storage jars. If you wanted, you could put different animals on top of the different ones. I've also seen people put doorknobs on, so it's got like a little handle which looks cool. Get creative and show us what you come up with.